New petrol and diesel cars to be banned from sale after 2030 as part of the government's 10-point plan to tackle climate change.
Yes, ministers say 250,000 green industrial jobs could be created, but it demands a lot of change very quickly. Can businesses meet the challenge? I'll take a look.
Criticism for the way ministers handed out billions of pounds worth of contracts to buy PPE to tackle coronavirus. The watchdog says priority was given to firms recommended by MPs and political advisors.
Reunited with loved ones as trials of a new scheme to allow visits in care homes get underway will meet some of the first people to benefit.
To be able to communicate with her other than through a screen, or her being asked to come into the garden, be a seer in her own room, absolutely great.
Good morning. Calls for football to address the scandal of dementia in the game. England legend Geoff Hurst joins those calling for new restrictions on heading the ball.
Starting with this one, 5 days of Christmas is the headline in The Sun. They are claiming that the households will be able to mix indoors for a limited period starting on the 24th of December. It says the rule will apply to the whole of the UK.
The Daily Mail leads on the same story, and we are this morning as well. It says the end of the road for new petrol and diesel cars, which will no longer be sold after 2030, under plans being announced by the Prime Minister later today.
The Mirror carries a pledge by the England World Cup hero, Sir Geoff Hurst, who's actually going to be on this programme this morning, about 8:30, who says he'll donate his brain to science after he dies. He wants to help researchers to tackle dementia, which appears to affect a disproportionate number of ex-professional footballers. Like I say, 8:30 today, we'll be speaking to Sir Geoff.
The Daily Record responds to the increased coronavirus restrictions announced yesterday by Scotland's First Minister. The paper calls it the fight before Christmas. I'll be talking about that as well. We're speaking to John Swinney a little bit later. Should we look at the inside?
Yes, go on then.
Oh, I want to start with Dolly Parton. Massive fan of Dolly Parton.
I saw her on the One Show yesterday.
Yeah, she was talking on the One Show about coronavirus, because you know this new vaccine which has announced, that Moderna announced, the vaccine may be 94.5% effective against Covid-19. And actually, she is name-checked in that report. She was one of the people who donated some money, $1 million, to the fund to help investigate it and all the rest of it. And it's called the Dolly Parton COVID Fund. She was talking about it yesterday on the One Show. I love Dolly Parton, and that's just great that she's involved in that as well.
My story is not quite so important as yours. It's about Nigella telling people how to make toast.
I think your assessment is correct of that.
Yes.
We know how to make toast, don't we?
Yes, well, apparently not. This is Nigella's way of doing it. This is part of what's it called? No, Cook, Eat, Repeat, which is on a Monday night. So she says toast. Everyone likes their toast differently, different shades of brown. But she says 2 layers of butter.
Two layers of butter?
One when it's hot and then another one when it's cooled down a little bit.
Do you do 2 layers of butter?
No. My kids don't allow me to butter their toast because apparently I put too much pressure. No, I put too much pressure on the knife.
Too much pressure?
I press the toast down. I don't like it like that, Dan. Do your own then.
Oh, my goodness. Do you watch Bake Off?
Yes.
We won't say anything.
Don't ruin it.
What are we going to do when Bake Off is over? That's a big question in my house. But anyway, this is a rather lovely story. This is Laurence Brophy. He went into retirement. He attempted a world record. He was cycling from Land's End to John O'Groats last year, which I don't know if you know is 874 miles. So he did it last year because he wanted to break a world record. But he only got back from that and realised that, in fact, it wasn't a world record. He was too young by 4 months.
Oh no.
Yeah. So he's done it again because he wanted to raise a world record. He's done that ride now at the age of 88. So very many congratulations. Well done, Laurence.
You're I'm a celeb watchers in your house, aren't you?
Well, it's a bit late for me, but yes.
You're dipping in and out.
Yeah.
Well, later on the programme, we're going to be speaking. If you've been watching it, you'll know Jordan North, who used to work at 5 Live and is at Radio 1 now. He's been one of the stars of the programme so far. And we're going to be speaking to his old housemate, because he told a story to Mo Farah, saying that in 2012, when Mo Farah was taking part in Super Saturday, winning his gold medal, along with Greg Rutherford and Jessica Ennis, you probably remember the night, Jordan and his then flatmate decided that they wouldn't watch that, but they'd watch a film instead.
Instead, can you imagine?
So
they missed Super Saturday.
He admitted this to Mo Farah, saying while everyone else was talking about how great your gold medal was, he says we were watching a film. I think it was No Vacancy, which was a particularly poor film that year. So he missed all of that, and he's been one of the stars of the trials. Last night he was eating goat eye.
No, but he's one of the stars for kind of all the
shouting.
wrong reasons. Isn't he?
Yes, he's lots of screaming going on.
Should cars be banned from some of the capital's royal parks? Well, Londoners are being asked for their views as a trial takes place to reduce cut-through traffic in parts of Richmond and Bushy Park. Some groups, such as the London Cycling Campaign, say the measures should go further and parks should be completely closed to drivers using them as a shortcut.